welcome back to my channel. Well, do you ever feel like the problems in your life just don't seem to end and you're literally going from one battle to another? If yes, then I think you need to watch this video till the end. Recently I was literally struggling with all the problems that we were being bombarded with, and it started from the month of November. I remember we had a family member who fell ill, and then we had another family member who fell ill after that, back to back. And then to make things even better, we had the pandemic that happened from the month of March. We had the lockdown, and then I lost my dog in between all of that. So it had been a very, very chaotic few months for us as a family, and I was literally struggling to find peace and shalom in the Lord. And so I remember just sitting down with the Father and asking him, when is this going to end, and why does it feel like I'm literally going from one fight to another? And then the Lord told me that don't look at these problems as closed doors, but rather look at it as open doors through which heaven can invade and literally bombard your life with signs, wonders, and miracles. To understand this a little better, let's take a look at the life of Daniel and his friends. Now, if you go to the book of Daniel, you will see several problems that he and his friends, Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego had to go through. Do you remember that one time when the three were literally put into a furnace by King Nebuchadnezzar? And not just that, the furnace was made 7 times hotter than usual because Nebuchadnezzar was so mad at these guys. And remember what was the result of that? The 3 friends came out without even smelling of smoke. They came out unburnt. And not just that, the people saw a 4th person who looked like God walking with the 3 boys. And what the Lord showed me through this is that the Lord does not A, create the fire, and number 2, he doesn't allow you to go through the fire so that you come out burnt, but he allows you to go through the fire so that the world can see this miracle of you coming out of it unburnt. Let's also take a look at Daniel. Let's not forget that he was living in a very troubled kingdom that really believed in a god, or they believed in gods, and they were pagans, they worshipped idols, but Daniel knew the real living God. And there was this one episode which is very famous, we all know of, where Daniel was thrown into a cave, into a den with a lot of lions. And do you remember what was the outcome of that? Daniel literally came out of there without even being scratched, without even being hurt, because God shut the mouth of the lions. So I feel like God literally knows what he's made us of. He knows what he has put in the inside of you, and that is why he allows us to go through this fiery furnace. He allows us to go through these dens filled with lions so that the world can see that he is a loving Father when he blesses us. And he in this breakdown, he gives us breakthroughs, and through this, I believe a lot of people are going to encounter Jesus. So don't look at it as a setback. I love what our pastor has been teaching us lately at church. He's been teaching us about how all the problems that we believers are surrounded with are not setbacks, but rather setups for heaven to invade earth. I absolutely love tea, and I'm sure a lot of you watching this vlog right now are tea lovers as well, whether we call it chai, shasau, or shatut in Khasi, or we call it sa in Assamese, chai in Hindi. We love tea, and so naturally God spoke to me through tea one day as I was brewing it. And I remember, have you ever tried putting a tea bag in cold water? If you have, you'll know that it takes a long time for the flavors to literally ooze out when you put tea bag in cold water, and the flavor is never really up to the mark. But when you put tea bags in hot simmering water and you allow it to brew, that's when the real flavor of the tea bag comes out. And so I feel like we Christians, we believers, are actually like these tea bags, and our real strength, our real essence of who we are in Christ is never really released to the world till we are put in hot boiling water. So till we are put in the midst of problems, that's when we build up endurance, and that's when we build up strength. So don't ever despise your problems. Rejoice, in fact, whenever you're bombarded with problems, because you're getting an opportunity to share in the sufferings with Christ, and you will also get to share in his resurrection glory. So the next time there is a problem, don't look at it, like I said earlier, as a closed door, but rather as an open door. If you try to fight your problems alone, you will break down and you will have a meltdown as well. But if you fight these problems with the Lord, in fact, even better, you just need to piggyback on the Father and let Him fight these battles for you. Just enjoy and share in these victories, and you are going to come out a different person when you go through problems. Next time there is sickness in your family, remember it's an opportunity for healing and divine help. Next time there is death, remember that it is an opportunity for either a funeral, which would be for the rest of the world, but for us believers, it is an opportunity for resurrection glory. Let's look at our problems from God's perspective, and that is when you will be able to find strength even amidst the struggle. Also, another thought for you that I'd like to end with. Remember when David had to face the giant, the Philistine giant Goliath? Well, the Lord taught me one thing that I want to share with you guys. We're all like David, and we're constantly facing our own Goliaths. But God is not going to allow His children to face their giants, to face their Goliaths, so that these giants can come and crush His kids, but rather because God knows that He's already equipped you with those stones, which is going to be more than enough to literally behead the head of those giants. So don't ever fear how big your problem is. Remember, no matter how big the mountain looks like, God is still bigger than that. It's almost like working out, You have strength in you that you're never going to know the full potential of till you start working out. But when you do start working out, initially it's a very painful process, but eventually you realize that you're starting to build muscles. And similarly, even in our spirit life, God has already put a lot of immeasurable potential in the inside of us through Christ, but we will never reach its full potential till we start flexing and working out our spiritual muscles. And these problems, these giants that you face are just teaching you how to exercise your strength even more, and just go through this problem with the Lord, and you will see that when you come out of it, you've built quite a lot of spiritual muscles. Alright guys, if you were blessed by this video, don't forget to press the subscribe button. Also, share this video with someone who's going through a period of crisis right now. And yes, do comment below, because your comments really encourage me. I've been getting a lot of personal messages, but it's nice to see comments in the videos below once in a while. And what would you like to see in our upcoming videos that belong to the On Request series? Let us know. We'll try and bring it up as and when the Lord leads. Till then, stay safe, God bless you, and yes, continue to focus on Jesus, because He is the only way. Wow! Wow! What timing! That's amazing! Anyway. What are the chances you have to play this now, though?